All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to CJ So Cool's latest video on his channel. Actually, not the latest one, because it looks like he actually just dropped another video today. This one's about going to Six Flags. Yeah, surprising my family with a trip to Six Flags Great America. The one we're actually going to watch is the one with his grandmother. The one that he actually, I think he changed the title and the thumbnail to this video. Like, he's been changing the title and thumbnails for several videos on his channel. So now it says, finally going inside my childhood home for the first time in 17 years. I'm sorry. Yeah, I could have sworn this title was totally different yesterday. Because even the thumbnail had like Lexi in it or something like that.
First day at work. Scrambled eggs, no cheese. Let's throw this in the garbage.
That's not mine.
Who got scrambled eggs and no cheese? Okay, so nobody's claiming the scrambled eggs.
It's just whichever.
Who got some hashies?
Hash browns.
Hash.
Scrambled eggs with cheese.
Who got cheese on their scrambled?
Did you
get cheese?
Pancake.
I got hash browns and eggs. I don't know if this is my side though.
What about, oh, you got hash browns and eggs together?
Yeah, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna leave it here just in case.
That's yours. And I think those eggs are yours. Kamara, did you get eggs with no cheese?
Yeah.
You sure?
She does not like cheese on her eggs.
Okay. So she still brings stuff. Don't trip. And it's gonna be okay. You gonna eat. Gotta make sure everybody eats around here. Speaking of everybody, you said you were gonna let me have a watch. I did. I actually don't have a watch. I left it at home. Somehow Dila packed my bags.
This one goes over here to her.
To who? Her?
Vegas too, right? Yeah. And then the cinnamon.
Who got cinnamon?
And then patty.
Who got shits for me? Are these
Turkey patties.
Turkey. Wait, why am I still getting these? I already got my
Man, I'm not gonna lie, that food definitely looks good for the place that he's in. If this restaurant is still in Indiana, Gary, Indiana, this definitely looks pretty good.
Give me the little one right there.
You ask for a little, you get a little. Get what you ask for. Remember, everything is in the contract. If it's in the contract, you better read it.
So now he's doing, by the way, this is all in his video, folks. I just didn't want to actually play the video, but this is all in his video.
He actually stole a big 2-liter and he stuffed it in his pants. Kenneth did, and he got caught by the security, and they actually took him to real jail over a 2-liter. And my grandma told him, leave his butt in there. This shampoo beast salon right here, I used to get my hair cut there. They met.
Yeah, he just passed King's Wings. So you guys look up King's Wings in Indiana. You'll see exactly what I'm looking at. But man, this area is definitely run down. Him talking about what he's talking about, I guess, fixing up homes. Man, that whole city needs to be rebuilt. Fixing up 1 or 2 or 10 or 20 or 30 homes ain't gonna fix the problem.
That's my lining up so bad, it's crazy. And then finally I found my perfect barber within there, and that is why I got that picture from Salty when I had that design. Because once I met him, he was like, I can fix you up, and he turned my messed up lining into a design. That's why I had a design, because my liner was messed up. As you guys can see, the police are standing over there by their church because they have to secure it because people probably break in there. Look at that. Why would you need a cop to protect?
So you just said that the police is at the church and you got your grandma living in this town? Wow.
The church. That's crazy. 4 brothers, I used to go in there all the time, get my candy. I used to steal so much candy out of there, and it stank like fish sticks in there, because they sell meat, real raw fish. They sell it in there, and they also sell chips, candy, soda. It's like a whole convenience store. It's totally a health hazard. I know for sure now, because I'm grown. They should not have been doing that. Look at these houses, though, man. Look at the grass and just the wilderness. Everything looks closed. Look at this liquor store. That's open. It looks closed, but that's open. You can go in there and get this is Martin Luther King, by the way. Martin Luther King.
So that's the church right there. Like I said, CJ shows everything on video, so this is very common on his channel. He literally exposes himself. It's always crazy when he points the finger at other people, but if you actually pay attention to his videos, he actually exposes himself.
Boulevard. Exactly. This is my elementary school. It used to be called Drew School Elementary. Now the windows busted out. Look, oh my God, they tore it down. This used to be Dory Miller Projects. This open grass used to be Dory Miller Projects, and that was right behind my elementary. So we used to get jumped by grown-ups. Grown-ups would come to our school right there, as you guys can see how close it is. They would just try to beat us up, steal our little dollars, whatever we had, and that's how I grew up, really. These places like this, candy stores, you go in there, you might be able to steal something, but you might get robbed when you walk out. This house right here got burned down with the family in it. There was a man and his baby mama. the baby mama and the daughter got burned up in there because the baby daddy, he was in some street stuff. And they burned his house up, and everybody from our neighborhood walked down here to see it burn.
Did you guys just hear what he just said about that house that burned down? Let's play that again. Like, just listen to what he just said and think about this.
The baby mama and the daughter got burned up in there because and you might be able to steal something, but you might get robbed when you walk out. This house right here got burned down with the family in it. There was a man and his baby mama, and his the baby mama and the daughter got burned up in there because the baby daddy, he was in some street stuff.
He said because the baby daddy was involved in some street stuff, so innocent victims died due to the baby father's street life. And you got your family living out here, and you're sitting on YouTube, on social media, bragging about millions and millions of this, millions and millions of that. Man, you should be like embarrassed of yourself.
Burned his house up, and everybody from our neighborhood walked down here to see it burn, but nobody could go in there. It was too late. It was just really messed up. It's my first school I ever went to. I love this school, man. I could just smell the bathroom just from looking at it. This is called Old Marshalltown right here, and it's basically like housing. I don't know, but this is where I live. This is called New Marshalltown. So we got Old Marshalltown outside and New Marshalltown inside. This is my neighborhood right here. You come straight in, and you just have a pitchfork. Which way you gonna go? We go the right way because I'm seeing this so cool. I came on the right side. My old best friend, his wife.
So I'm not going to show, obviously, the part, the part where he's actually going to the residential piece of it. You can just see the commercial businesses for whatever it's worth.
They was from the middle. So KK, she grew up in the middle. But look at this house right here. We always was like, now somebody here working, what they doing? What the heck? They renovating it. Oh my God, they're literally doing what we came to do. Damn, we gotta renovate this. And then look at my grandma's house, the best.
Renovating a couple of houses ain't going to do nothing because the whole town is like jacked up. It's practically like a war zone. It honestly looks like a combination of either a war zone or like some catastrophe happened. Like, fixing up the houses ain't going to do nothing. Like, you need to fix up the entire like city. This dude is just like delusional or something.
The best grades. Corner lot.
Is
the house. Oh my God, her animals. Oh my God. Oh, heck no.
So cute.
Yeah, my granny house and her dogs are trying to attack us. This is why I don't come back home. Now you got a little dog inside too. Man, I brought my man's G out here, brought his wife out here, my sister brought. Oh, snaps.
By the way, that guy, Greg, that dude's got a crazy past. It's crazy how CJ labels Royalty's, Royalty's boyfriend, her boo, her friend, Rico or Suave. But that dude, Greg, if you actually look him up, he's got a crazy past. He has a very crazy background. I'm not really going to speak too much on it in this video, but if you guys actually looked them up, you would definitely know.
Oh, we got some fans over there. Who that? I think that's Patrick and them. I can't really remember. I even brought my baby mama and them out here. And my grandma the only one ain't coming out. Man, I gotta call my granny. There she go. She about to cry. Oh no. Don't start that crying stuff. Yeah, I brought the whole Vegas. Can you tell them to be quiet? Grandma, can you tell your blue-eyed dog to be quiet? He's scary but acting tough. Blue! Sit down, Blue. Sit. You ain't trained these little. Sit, Blue. Sit.
Y'all gotta earn me.
We do. Give me a hug. And hug your granddaughter too.
Damn, you can tell CJ's daughter doesn't want to even be there. Just look at her facial expressions. Like, the people that he brought don't even look like they're all that interested to show up. Like, this is crazy. This dude is literally embarrassing his grandmother. Like, this is an embarrassment. It's actually I think it's a bigger embarrassment for him because you see him on his platform bragging about all the money he has, the millions and millions of dollars he's making, taking Lexi and his daughter to the Gucci store, and you got your grandmother living like this. This is like some third world living environment. This is just like the slums of India or something like that. This is crazy. You would never think from watching CJ So Cool that his grandmother, the one that apparently raised them, is living like this. This is crazy. This is horrific.
Your granddaughter, your first granddaughter. Well, actually, it's not first granddaughter. This is some real love right here, Andy, huh? Who is them across the street? I forgot their name. Patrick and them?
Hi, come here.
Is that Patrick and them?
His mama?
Who is his mama name again?
Miss Adams?
Miss Adams? I didn't used to call her that, though.
Miss Lou?
Miss who?
Miss Lou?
Okay, I don't remember anymore.
You
Miss
talking
Adams.
about, no, Lucy?
Lacey. Where's
Lucy
Lacey?
dead.
Oh, wow.
Lucy dead. Shay dead.
Oh.
Zach
So
dead.
who's these people coming across the street? You don't know?
Them, McGee?
McGee?
Ife McGee?
Ife
Come on,
McGee?
her cousin.
Okay, well, look, we came here for you, but we'll tell them, hey, but we came here for you. Okay, you the star of the show. Whoa. You see, we got all these cameras. This is Andy right here. This is one of my closest friends. He does all my videos. And that's Tavy. You know Tavy and Nike.
Hey, baby mama.
It is so crazy. Like, he's trying to blur out some of the intersections. Dude, you like exposed everything. Like, when you were talking about all the businesses along the street, you practically put it all out there. And then it's crazy you blur out her house, but you don't blur out the neighbor's house. It's like, that don't make any sense, man. Like, your camera guy, you need a professional editor.
What she say?
She said it to you?
She say that to Taylor. Who did I just ask about Terry? That's my baby right there.
Well, you know what? You know who these people are?
He looks familiar, but I probably ain't never seen him. But
You never saw him, but you heard him.
what's his name?
Greg.
You got me standing here looking like a fool because I'm looking for somebody that's 6'8".
Oh, I lied to her. I
That's why I
forgot.
kept looking
I forgot
around.
I told you that he was
I'm like,
6'8".
oh, where's Greg?
Well, if he said on his bank account, he's taller than that. That's why I was really lying to you, but...
Yo, this is actually bad, folks. This is not a good look. This is not a good look at all. Like, it's crazy, man. This dude, he's got his grandmother living like this, and just look at her, like, that's crazy. You would never ever think. And then he has the guts to make a video trying to replicate what Mr. Beast does on his channel. Like, if you guys remember, he tried an attempt where he went inside Walmart giving out like $100 to random people. Like, he was desperate to give out the money. Man, come back here and fix this house, man. How about you take care of your grandmother? And why is it that he's coming back to do anything now? Is it because the views are down? He just needs to use her for clout or just to get views off of her? It don't make a whole lot of sense.
This was him right here that made you cry on the phone. Unintentionally made you
I'm
cry.
like looking for an older man.
Because he has that demeanor, but he is older. He's older.
He ain't old as me.
No, Grandma, no one's
He
older
ain't
than
half old as
you.
me.
No one but these dogs here. What's your name, Red? Oh, what's up with this dog? What's wrong with his face? Bosco, he got a lot of blackness going on.
When the pit bull tried to kill him.
Oh, he almost got killed?
What's this one's name? That's Blue. He's cute.
Blue is cute. So you know what's crazy? This is the same as it was when I was a little kid. Everything's the same. Even the evergreens are the same. Bricks are the same. Grass is the same.
Lion.
Dirty dogs, still the same.
Except the lion that was there.
Where's the lion?
Somebody stole it.
They stole it? And you think I
Like
should...
some years ago.
Okay, so you think that I should come... Wait, why are those 3 bricks still there? They have never left? Are you serious? Those 3 little bricks.
I don't back into that.
Oh, it helps you. Okay, so that's your guidance. So I'm just learning all these things because I want to renovate your house. Oh, wow, what the heck? You're going to be a meme, you know that, right? This is G. G is...
I don't know. That's not really that funny. I'm not really laughing. Why is it taking him 8 years? Is it 8 years or 7 years? It's been several years since he's become very successful off of social media, off YouTube and Instagram and all that. Why does it take this long for you to come back and renovate her house? Why didn't you renovate her? And I know I'm going to hear all kinds of excuses. Well, he takes care. He bought her a car. Nah, man, that's not cool. This man is very well off. It's almost like he spends money on useless things. It's one thing where you're making enough money just to take care of your lifestyle, but then when you're just out here just throwing money away when it could be put to some good use, especially when it comes to family. We're not talking about like just complete strangers. We're talking about his own grandmother. This is his grandmother. She's living in... This is like even worse than poverty. Like that whole house, the whole structure is like falling apart. There's holes everywhere. It looks like mold. This is not even like... That's crazy.
It's like the man. He's an HVAC business. He's in all kinds of businesses. You can't even
He's in
tell.
all kinds of business.
What the heck? You guys see where I get my energy from. This is my blood and flesh, my real grandma. That being said, grandma, he's gonna help us do a lot of.
He's gonna help us do a lot of stuff.
Well, let's go inside and see. Let's let.
Damn, that's crazy. Wow. This is a big embarrassment, man. Like, you're literally embarrassing your grandmother. This is crazy. I don't know how people find this stuff to be positive. This ain't no positivity. Positivity would have been like years ago, him coming back and fixing her house. You're just trying to remember her now suddenly. Why all of a sudden does he remember his grandmother now? Why didn't he remember her last year or the year before? Why didn't he just go fix up or renovate her house a couple years ago?
You wanna go in there?
You don't?
No, you don't. You will come back out looking like a cat or dog.
Why?
Because you're gonna be full of hair like
What?
me.
Oh, wow. Can you tell the animals to go outside and take a pee?
That ain't gonna stop the hair from getting on you.
Well, we'll just walk.
You definitely have to walk like
What kind of shoes is those? Wait, don't trip over your dog. You got on them Andre 3000 Crocs.
Industrial Crocs.
Them alligator skaters. Come on, let's go. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm mad at myself. I'm about to cry. Because
Why?
this I didn't know. I didn't know the extent. I can't even. I'm about to tell you guys. I'm about to cry because this is crazy. I didn't know to what extent this is. I haven't been here in 20 years.
He doesn't know to what extent. Come on, man. Like, you know. Come on, man. Stop. Cut it out, man. We're talking about, you said you know Gary, Indiana. We know what Gary, Indiana looks like. I mean, just if you haven't, you can just look up anywhere. It's bad. So you're trying to tell me you didn't know to what extent how bad it is? This ain't like a old house in like Miami, Florida, where we could be like, oh, okay, I didn't know how bad it is. This is like the whole damn town, the whole city is down. So stop and cut it out with these excuses, man. You knew how bad it is. You just don't want to. You just need to use her now for views. That's kind of what it looks like, because he would have easily fixed this house a long time ago. And now it's probably going to be just for views. And she was living in this environment while you're out here bragging. Like, and then you want to act like Mr. Beast by handing out $100 and just doing these lame videos. Like, at least Mr. Beast, if you guys didn't hear, he actually, I think he bought out an entire town, and that town was designated just for his employees and family. Talk about somebody that actually takes care of his own people, and regardless of how much money he's making. But CJ's out here buying gold chains, diamond chains. Like, this dude is just like the typical type of stereotypes of people that get a whole lot of money and don't know how to handle it or take care of the people around him, loved ones, family. I'm not talking about taking care of random strangers. I'm talking about take care of your own people, your own family, your grandmother. Like, this is nuts.
So I don't know what it's about to look like. I moved out here when I was a kid, so I'm about to go in there and see. Then I went to the Navy, then I came back, then I went to college, but then after that I moved in with my auntie's house, which I showed you guys, but I haven't been in here. She don't even think I should go in there, which is a sign, but I'm still gonna go in there because we're gonna change this whole thing. It's never gonna look like how it looks now. I haven't been in there yet, but when we come out, you guys are gonna probably feel like I owe everyone an apology for this, but it's not my fault, because I know if you saw that video a long time ago when I surprised my grandma with a new car, a shopping spree, a new wig, and a new iPhone, and pay her cell phone bill every month, I told her she could either live with me and get all of that anyway, or just get all of that right then and there. She chose the shopping spree in the car and all that, and look, the car's still here.
That's the car. I'm thinking about like a car. This looks like a Hyundai Elantra, like a base model with, man, this is not even like a luxury package. It looks like it got cloth seats. Like, this dude got her like a, damn, bro. I'm thinking like CJ So Cool. We're talking about CJ So Cool here. The guy with 9 million subscribers. There's channels that have like 2 million subscribers and brag about making $2 million per year. We're talking about CJ So Cool. So he's making several millions, and this is how you reward your grandmother. Like, I get it. Some people are gonna be like, well, he's not responsible to take care of his grandmother, but it would just be the right thing to do. morally is the right thing to do, especially since she took care of you. It's crazy.
I didn't take it back from her. I think it's time to go in there. We were about to renovate your house. You were about to have the best looking house in this city, and you have a lot of things to change. You have this
Grammarly Go is a product that offers personalized, generative...
We're gonna find families for them, but you don't need... How many animals you have?
I got 4 dogs.
4 dogs. Keep
And
track.
I got 20 cats.
Honey cat, they in the house? Are they in the house?
I remember this guy. He's on camera. I remember you, man, and your brother Nico.
Honestly, she needs more than just the house renovated. I'm sure they can renovate the house, but you can tell like there's way more than I'm willing to talk about. But even if you look like when he tilts the camera around, like all those other houses are boarded up, like, and he just literally just told you like while he was driving up to his grandmother's place about how unsafe things are and how people lost their family members because of their baby daddies involved in street. Like, that whole town is just not safe. And you got her living there. I mean, I guess some people are going to be like, oh, well, that's not his fault. He made his money his way, so he shouldn't be taking care of nobody. He should only take care of himself. Well, I guess you can think like that, and then society will be the way it is.
Oh, I never forget, man. That is crazy. Everybody still lives here. That's crazy, man. So we're gonna go in your house and we're gonna renovate everything, okay? Let's see what's up. Let's see. And this house was here before you?
This house was 2 years old when we moved in here.
Okay. So that's really cool. So this area.
This is my 3rd address in Indiana. When we first moved from Arkansas, we lived at 1609 Madison. It was a basement apartment, 1 room, and it was 4 kids, my mom and my dad. We moved from there to 1916 Missouri, right up there by Dory Miller. You can walk down our backyard. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, it's grass.
We walk down the hill from our backyard, and you be in Dory Miller. And then we moved here.
And that's it. You've been here ever since.
Ever since. My mom didn't believe in moving. She said, when you move, you lose.
Wow.
So you get somewhere and you plant roots.
Wow. That's a gem right there. We might have to hold on to that.
Yeah.
I want you to show me the house. I know this is my
Remember
great.
the TV?
I know this TV. Does it
Don't
still
even work no more.
Oh, it doesn't.
It
Okay,
ain't
that's
worked
right.
in years and years and years.
Is this my great grandmother?
No, that's Aunt Clee.
Oh, so I was wrong. So this is a very beautiful picture of Aunt Clee, by the way. Aunt Clee used to live here with us too.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Aunt Clee.
Aunt Clee and Aunt Florence.
This was the most beautiful picture of my grandma I've ever seen. And I love it so
I was in
much.
my 40s years.
40-year-old grandma. That's where did this fireplace thing come from? That wasn't here when I was a kid.
No, there ain't nothing but
The church
a
people.
piece of goodwill.
Why'd you take it?
Because I liked it.
Grandma, we don't have to fix that. You take all them cats because you like them too. You're so tense. You need a massage. We can get you a
This
massage.
right here is like antique. This piece right here.
I know. Been there ever since I was not even born.
Yep.
But guess what? You might need a vacation. Your shoulder's still really tense. You need to get out of this house. You do know it, right? He just told us. Guys, what are we learning here today? Her mother is from another generation, another previous time.
Man, that house is gonna need, bro. That house is probably gonna need to get knocked down. You can tell like the foundation. You can tell things are not like. If you look at the ceiling, it looks like it's uneven. So that tells me that the foundation is not leveled off. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is a big embarrassment.
Yeah, we like 5 generations. Mama was still living. It was Mama, me, Michelle, Shayna, and her kids, her daughter.
So many 5 generations right there. And 5 generations ago is different from now. No one should be telling their kids you move, you lose. Because I move a lot, and I ain't losing anything. So that being said, you got to get out of your old ways. And you got to get out of this house to start. There has to be a start. You got a lot of animals. We know that you love animals, and I love animals too. But I got that from you. You had hamsters when I was younger.
200.
200 hamsters lived in this living room right here. I'm talking cages everywhere. I'm talking just hamsters, guinea pigs as well. The big ones with the big teeth, and they bite really hard. I'm talking blood drawing. And you got to get out of that. You're still the same person. You had a Yorkshire Terrier when I was younger. You got one now. You got all these dang on animals. You're just doing the same thing over and over. And guess what's happening? The house is falling down over you. You never called me and told me. You know what you do? Call me and tell me. I don't want to put nobody's business out, but I love my grandma. She texts me. She needs help with bills. That's understandable. I give her help with bills. But she never said, you need to come look inside this house. It's literally falling on my head. I ain't been in here. I ain't been in.
So you're trying to tell me you don't know what houses in Gary, Indiana look like? Come on, man. Cut it out. Stop it with these excuses. You know very well, like you're trying to tell me 8 years and you haven't. I'm not taking that. I don't believe that. That's just my opinion.
Every time you
This
came
house-
by,
Wait,
you
take me a picture.
sped up. Like,
Every time I came by, I get out the car and knock, and you don't be here. You was in Milwaukee last time, or Michigan somewhere, wasn't you? I tried to come in, no one was here. It was a car.
So you said that you did come to her house now. So when you came to her house, you couldn't see the outside of the house, how the house has like three different, it's almost like a three-tone house on the outside. Come on, man. Like the side you can see, you can clearly see if you actually, from the garage side, you can see there's like two different colors, like that, as if somebody probably did a terrible job. And the roof looks, this is crazy, man. This is not, you would never think this is CJ So Cool's grandmother.
I said, whose car was that outside? Was it Michelle's? You said, no, I was out of town. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's no one's fault. It's not your fault, nor my fault. The fault is the city for not coming out here and seeing this issue. Instead, I have to come out here and press the issue. So I'm going to start with my grandmother's house, and then I'm going to try to replicate that same idea throughout the community, and hopefully we can get some attention from the mayor or some former council member, and then maybe we can get some assistance, because I believe that we deserve a sponsorship from Lowe's, maybe Menards, or one of these companies out here, and we can start doing this everywhere. Like, this needs to be addressed. It not only smells like cats in here, but it smells like old house about to kill my grandmother. We have to fix that. So, you know what Greg said to me?
Right.
He said, CJ, I think it'd be better to just buy your grandmother a new house. Because this is worse than even I explained to him. So, what you think?
that's crazy.
You don't want to give it away? Not give it away. You won't still have it. It's still your house. But why would we? You know, I think if we fix the outside and make it look like it's fixed on the inside, you can feel better by moving into a real better situation while knowing that the family house still standing. You know? But this is like, okay, just walk me through. Let's go this way. Walk me through.
Nah, you need to get her a new house. You could probably leave this house like sort of like a museum for the family, but she definitely needs to move out of that house. That house is old. It's just not. It's not even safe. I mean, you can. We're not even gonna talk about the ceiling, the flooring, the walls, the residue, the mold. It's. They probably don't even have like. They don't probably even have like a health department there. They don't even have like a code inspector. They probably, that whole city looks like it's run down. I mean, you literally saw when I showed the street view earlier, that whole city is like run down, like as if like it's like a sort of like abandoned or something like that.
You know,
Well, I did get a new furnace.
You got a new furnace?
And a new central air, because I didn't have no heat for 5 years. 5 winters. Wow.
Wow, she just said that she didn't even have. Did she say she didn't even have heat for 5 years? Hold on, this
still standing. You know? But this is like, okay, just walk me through. Let's go this way. Walk me through. You know,
Well, I did get a new furnace.
You got a new furnace?
And a new central air, because I didn't have no heat for 5 years.
She had no heat for 5 years. Did you guys hear that? CJ So Cool's grandmother had no heat for 5 years while he's out here bragging with millions and driving Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and then he took Lexi on a spending spree at Gucci. And that's just the shit he shows on social media. He probably does way more behind the scenes. So that is nuts.
5 winters. And you know how the winters is here.
Did you have grown men living in here too?
Who?
Like Jerome?
Just not for long. When
They wasn't helping.
Mom
They
died,
actually lived here. It's freezing in here.
I
Sounds
had
like.
to put them out, huh?
Oh, you put them out. Well, I remember somebody lived in here. Leroy, he was stealing from you. You had all kind of people living in here, and then you got him put in jail. But
Jury.
so look, in here is my room, and this is where I used to get not my whoopings at, but this is where I would get.
So this is what I don't understand. CJ dropped. He always said that he always takes care of the homeless, and whenever he's out and about, he's always giving money back to the community. Well, how is it that you give money to the community and to the homeless and all that, like helping hand, whatever, but you got your grandmother living like this? Like, I would think, I mean, I don't know, it might be like a whole different world to other people, but I would think that if you reach some level of success, that you would decide, hey, let me take care of my family first. Let me start with my family. Let me start with my mother and father. If you have a mother or father. If you don't, if you have just a mother, then take care of the mother. Get her situated. Get her a house if she doesn't have a house. I'm talking about if you're in a position of success like he is. All right, this guy makes millions and millions of dollars according to what he says to us. Start with the immediate family, mother, father, if applicable. Then go to grandparents. Grandparents are obviously much older. They might not have anything. They might not have retirement. It doesn't look like she really has a retirement. She looks like she's probably still working. She probably looks like she just got off work. This is crazy. I'm not talking about taking care of cousins. I'm not talking about nephews. I'm talking about like grandmother, grandfather, mother, and father. Instead of you sitting here talking about, oh, I'm taking care of the homeless, I'm giving back to the community. How about you take care of your grandmother? This is embarrassing. This is horrific to see this.
Go to after the whoopings. So once I get to get my butt whooped for doing the push-ups, I would run in here and close the door and I hate you. Moving on, I was going to cry. I ain't coming back no more. You got me messed up. You guys want to whoop me? You gonna whoop me? And then I would play the game. But anyway, this, see that? That hole? Wait a minute, you hear that sound? Wow. This is what I do it 4 times.
You can tell the walls are so bad that they have to use wallpaper to cover it up. Like, that is crazy. And you know how about, like, you know about paint from the 60s or 70s. It used to contain a lot of these chemicals. Like, this is awful. This is so awful. It's not a good look. This is not the way I guess CJ's trying to spin off this video and to try to say that he's coming back to his grandmother to try to take care of the situation. Why now? Why do you decide to do all of this now? Years and years later, why not? Why didn't this happen like 3-4 years ago or 5 years ago when you were making millions? I mean, you clearly admitted that you always made millions. You made millions while you were with royalty. You're going to make millions after royalty. Well, when you were with royalty, how come you didn't give back to your own grandmother? And we're not talking about like go get her a mansion and a Lamborghini. We're talking about get her a house. And for the people that are slow, because there are a lot of people who are like, oh, well, why? He doesn't have to do this. There's many nice homes you can buy in this country, in the U.S., for less than $100,000. All right, we're not talking about like a $1 million house. We're not talking about $2 million houses. We're talking about there's a lot of decent homes you can buy in this country for right around $100,000. It might not be in the most glamorous city, but at least it's a good living space. And they don't even need to really depend on any kind of job because they're related to CJ So Cool, the multi-millionaire.
It's not 8 o'clock. It just stopped at 8. Like twice for each hour.
On the hour, I think you do it 6 times. On the half hour.
Well, on the hour does it 8 times because it was just on the hour. So I did it 8 times. This granddaddy clock has been here before I was born, and it always did that. And my brain just had a whole like shockwave when I heard it. That's why I was like, wait, what? I remember that sound. That's crazy.
Mama told Michelle that she could have that clock.
She did? Mm-hmm. What? She can have it?
Yeah, that's hers.
So, what's she gonna do with it? Take it out the house somewhere?
Whenever.
Let me see that.
When I cross over or whatever.
It's still in perfect condition? Yeah. Michelle is gonna give this to me.
All right, so we're gonna have to fast forward, man. This is honestly depressing to watch. Like I probably can't watch the rest of this. This is depressing, man. Like you could have easily put a GoFund. If you don't want to help her, you could have easily put a GoFundMe for her a while ago. But this is crazy, man.
You're in?
No.
No.
Lie about that.
I made this in 3rd grade for my grandma. It's a key holder. Now, isn't this cool? Yeah. This means I could have been like a builder. I mean, do you think that's messed up? What'd you rate that for 3rd grade?
For 3rd grade?
My bank?
The bank you
That's a 4 out of 5.
What bank?
It's the fact that
Show me.
A big
he was
C.
carving calligraphy.
You made it in wish out.
Show me, because there's so much to see in there. It's hard
Really
to...
actually talented. He could really draw well.
Let me see that picture. I want this. Grandma, can I have this picture of us? This is my Nelly picture.
You want to look like
Ew,
Nelly
you're so.
You said I wanted to look like Nelly so bad?
Oh, no,
How can someone want to look like something that they already look like? It wasn't my fault I looked like that. And then like I got freaking construction on my face. Like, hey, can you make me over? This is Ralph. He was my old best friend. He was all up on my granny, huh?
Yeah.
He liked older women, and I liked it my grandma too. I used to do the same thing. It was weird.
You the best looking one out of that whole picture.
My grandma's
I'm not talking about the grandma. I'm talking about the
Yo,
kids'
great
wife.
grandma.
I'm talking about the kids' wife. Oh. I'm talking about the kids.
I love this. We love grandma, is what it says. Wow. Grandma just brought me the bank that I made. What grade was I in?
7th grade, I believe.
7th grade. So by 7th grade, I was using plexiglass and everything. Boy, Andy working hard over there too. I mean, this is exactly why he's on every trip. So I know you guys are wondering, where's D-Lo? D-Lo's actually at my house doing the exact same thing he did last week. He's watching the people work on my house. So instead of us leaving my house unprotected and unattended, we'll have D-Lo there as a foreman. So for those of you wondering, what does D-Lo do? How does he get paid? You don't need to know how he gets paid. Just know this. D-Lo is a direct asset to my company, and he puts on a lot of different hats at a lot of different times. We've seen D-Lo added in before. We've seen D-Lo just be my best friend in the time of need before. We've seen D-Lo get me freaking ads on Instagram when people be like, promo. That was all D-Lo, okay? We've seen D-Lo do a lot of things. He's become my investor before, fired him from that, but he's been a lot, and now he's a foreman, and a foreman is basically someone who's over a lot of other people doing a job. That's what D-Lo is. Tomorrow he's going to be doing something else, and guess what? D-Lo likes it, we like it, we love each other, and everyone's going to stay exactly where they are, but none of us are going to stay exactly where we are because we're all going straight through the roof. So this girl on the phone, I used to carry her books home. I used to want...
D-Lo's like the open buffet. He's just there, and you can just tell him to do whatever, and he just does anything. Mr. Google himself.
To be her little man and all that. But you know what? She was super high yellow, light-skinned, and she played me. Now look at her now. She's on the phone asking me to remind her of how I used to carry her books. And now guess what? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I can... Don't do that. I'm a bobblehead person. See how I got that? I'm very good at telling jokes, Desiree. And no, I never forgot you. I actually got Desiree tattooed on my arm, and I got it covered up too. She's like, wait, you used to be my daddy? Yeah. I'm that baby's daddy. Look under these clouds really closely and see if you can feel it. You can see it.
Mom!
You thought it was a joke?
You got your name on it? What is that?
She said, what's wrong with you? These people right here, man, straight from my city, and they even got more people coming too, which is crazy. But look, they talk about, hey, if I could take all of these dudes and change them into business-minded people, would you guys be impressed? Tell me in the comment section right now, because I think that each and every one of them has the mindset where they could be rich too, but maybe they just need to be shown the right way. Maybe they just seeing the same thing as I was seeing when I was a kid, because when I was growing up, he was just 4, so they was probably all like the same 4 or 5 years old or whatever, but I was seeing something that made me feel like it was no future. And then I moved to Las Vegas, and I was like, what the heck? Oh, it's Maseratis and Lamborghinis and Porsches and Rolls Royces everywhere. But out here, we don't see that, so we don't think about it. When we don't think about it, you don't achieve it. So I'm here.
He's doing all that talking, and they're in the background throwing off all kinds of hand signs and stuff. I don't know. I mean, they don't look like bad people. But this, I think this is the one that he posted. Now I remember he posted this on Instagram, and people were like, "Oh, he's hanging out with goons. He's gonna hire those guys to do security." So this is where it came from. This is where that Instagram post came from. Now I remember.
They excited. They can't even believe I'm here. They like, man, I don't believe you here. I'm about to pull up. But they see I'm really here, and I look like I'm supposed to look. And the reason that I'm here is to do something.
CJ probably gave each one $500 just to stand back there and just play their part. That's what I think.
Something good for the community, and this is one of the best things anybody can do for their community. Not show up like, hey y'all, let's look tough real quick for the cameras so they can... No, this wasn't planned. This is a stage, and I'm not running from them. They're not trying to rob me or nothing like that. No. All of these dudes, though, I bet you they walk in your hood, y'all gonna be scared. If they walk down Chicago, they'll be clutching their purse, but none of them don't mean no harm. We look like this because this is what we had. We don't got nothing better to look like. What y'all...
What do you mean, what do they look like? They all look like they're decently dressed. I mean, they all got some nice jeans on. Like, I don't know why and if anything, he's the one kind of throwing shade on them. Like, one of them actually has like a chain on. Actually, a couple of them have chains on. Some of them got shades on. Like, they probably got a decent outfit on. He's the one that's trying to down them.
So that being said, we're going to stay connected with them. We're going to come back and forth. We've already been here a lot. But now that we're here, we're going to be bringing construction people out here. I'm going to be having jobs for people like them. If they want to get paid and learn how to be rich, they're going to come on. Listen, do what they're telling y'all because they're going to be in my videos more often when I keep coming out here. So you might as well get used to it. Because if I bring a Mr. Beast video out here, no one's going to believe it. If I came back out here and did a challenge where I said something crazy like, y'all going to stand in this circle and the last man in the circle win 10 bands, would y'all do it?
Man, how about you go fix your grandmother's house, man? Stop with all this Mr. Beast this, Mr. Beast that. How about you go take care of your grandmother, man? Look at... This dude is just awful.
You see what I'm saying, bro? We really can turn up. Get in my comment section if y'all want to see that.
Hey, if y'all want to see us stand in the circle for 100 bands, y'all let us know in the comments.
I said 10 bands, he said 100 bands. Okay, look, that's better. So if I was to give away my track card or something like that, then what would y'all do? Would y'all like that?
Y'all hear what they playing? That's my music. You rap money 2100. That's what they playing. Yeah, this shot from my hand. Y'all gotta shout my boy out on the music side, man. Look my boy up.
Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. Look his Instagram up. If his music is legit, I got so many businesses going on. I might start a record label. I already been talking about that. It's crazy. It's money everywhere. Like,
city, man.
We got it,
man. This ain't stage. You really not stage.
So why is he doing all this now, though? That's the question. Why now? Why weren't you doing all this stuff like 3 years ago? Why all of a sudden now he wants to suddenly take all these initiatives? It can't be because Lexi's telling him to do that.
What's your numbers looking like, though? You getting views like
10K.
That's 10K?
That's the most I got.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Nope. Ready?
Go. It's not 10,000 people out here, so that's crazy. That is a lot. That's really
from the hood. I gotta show you, matter of fact. Real quality work. Real quality work.
Man, one of those guys actually got like a Chicago Bulls jacket on. Like them dudes, like they actually look like they got on like probably like a $200-300 outfit on. So they ain't like, these ain't like some dudes like in the rough area. Like they look like they got money. So if anything, CJ's the one really just throwing shade on them, saying, "Oh, if these guys walked up in your neighborhood, y'all be scared." Mom, they don't even look like that. They don't even throw off that image.
Music videos?
Yeah, and I got all these people.
What the heck? Look how he looking. Look, he got that face like, yeah,
Oh, it probably ain't no service like that.
yeah, you got one bar. Yeah. I don't got no. How your phone say 29, but it's all the way full?
Bro,
He got a scammer phone. Oh, heck yeah.
Told y'all he be throwing. Now he's saying he got a scammer phone. CJ, I think he just came there to embarrass his hometown, make fun of them to make this video. Like this is bad, folks. This is embarrassing. Especially that house. I couldn't even really watch the whole tour of the house. It just looks depressing. That's crazy. That you got your grandmother living in that house. That's like something you would see in a third world country. You would never. I didn't think that CJ So Cool's grandma was living like this. You know, because I don't really judge people by the way they look. So although she might have looked like she wasn't really dressed like him, all flashy, I never imagined that CJ would be having his grandmother, his mother, living like this. This is embarrassing. I thought at least they would be in like a decently new house. I'm not talking about like a brand new house built like just last month. I'm talking about like something maybe from like the year 2000. That house looks like it's been built from like the 1800s or something like that. This is crazy. But again, it's just my opinion, folks. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think about this? Did you think this was this is promoting positivity? Him going back and showing off his grandmother's house and talking about, oh, well, we're gonna renovate it or whatever. Like, what do y'all think about this? Do you think he's doing the right thing, or he could have done this a while ago? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching.